Well, hello. There's gonna be a lot of weird angles in this video because I gotta charge this phone. I did not charge it last night. And no, I'm not just waking up. I've been up almost all day. There's like this little kid. I want to make sure I don't hit nobody's kids, girl. They got this little girl outside playing by herself, and I'm like, where the parents at? Like, I want to say, little girl, where you live at? Let's go knock on this door. So, like I said, I gotta hold the phone because it's charging. If I put it in the holster while it's charging, it's gonna be all weird and stuff. I'm on my way to go get me something to drink and something for my sinuses, because of course the humidifier works while I'm sleeping, but when I'm not sleeping, my sinuses start acting crazy. Look, right now my throat is dry mouth. Horrible. Good thing about it is I don't have no pressure. Normally when the allergies kick up, I get pressure, get dizzy and all the good stuff. I don't feel that. So probably because I've been drinking a lot of water. Water helps with that. But I'm gonna go get me some pineapple juice. I'm gonna go get me some pineapple juice. I'm gonna get me some moisturizer. See, it's itching right now. Who else does that when they scratch their nose? They put the tongue at the top of the mouth and rub the tongue. It works too. It works too, girl. I got that from my auntie Shauna. Hey, Auntie Shauna. My auntie Shauna, girl, she used to I kid you not. And I was like, what the hell is she doing? And she's like, my sinuses, my allergies, honey. And she'll be popping those ears. Okay, I gotta keep my hands on the steering wheel, or else I'll show y'all what she would do. Yeah, you know what? I took my hand off the wheel for 2 seconds. I couldn't even, Miss Thing, I couldn't even, 2 seconds of hands off the damn wheel and people already driving stupid. See what I mean? Girl, listen, in this city, you gotta keep your hands on the wheel and you need to pay attention to the road at all times. Always check your rearview mirrors. I check my whole surroundings, girl. If I see a 18-wheeler plowing down this road, honey, I could make my exit out. You know what I mean? My girlfriend, she had 2 accidents last year because she's not paying attention while she's driving. It's like, girl, it takes 2 to tango unless you hit a water fountain or something. But you should be able to keep your eyes open to know, because, girl, I had so many missed calls. Girl, bye. And I've barely been driving since 2015. But anyway, so we're doing a call in today. Hey, sis. Girl, she looks so pretty, girl. My beautiful ebony queen, girl. She looks so cute. Beautiful, girl. She had a little wrap on, just a little bun part. Come on, sis. Anyway, so we're doing the call in today. It's not going to be at 5. It'll probably be around 5:30-ish. Yeah, I need to get me something to... Let me ask y'all something. Why do y'all Honda people, Honda, Toyota Corolla, and Hyundais, why do y'all drive like y'all cars are so big? Like, I have a wide car. I have a Chrysler 300 XL, okay? And it's wide body, okay? And on both sides of my lane, there's enough room for me to open up my door and not hit the cars on the other lanes. Why they be trying to act like they teetling? You know, like, oh, my car's so big, I can't stay in the lane. Oh, let me just... It's like, ma'am, stay in your own damn lane, honey. And I can say that to her because she's, whatever. She can't hear me anyway. Even if she, what she gonna do? She gonna check me? What she gonna do? Who you talking to? I'm talking to you, ma'am. Stay in your lane, bitch. I already had a premium go up $45 a year ago, girl. I didn't need my premium going up another $45, Miss Thing. Anyway, hello, Tasha. Hello, Larry. Larry, I got your emails too, honey. Yes, you're going to call in. Yes, you have much to say. Come on. Yes, call on in, Tasha. It's going to be my spiritual number. I was like, I'm gonna have a call-in number. No, if you got the testimonies for people who got work done. So you already have my number. You know, if you do want to call in and you want something to say, I think I'll have something, because one of you, Amy, shout out to Amy in Scotland, honey. I actually want her to do a call-in, but she's not available until Tuesday. So I guess we're going to do another actual call-in on Tuesday. So today will be more so a call-in if you're available today. But I want to focus on, there's a topic I want to talk about. And of course, I want to cover just a little bit here too. Magic is energy. I always say this, but I got to keep stressing this because I get a lot of new people that contact me as well as watch my videos. Magic is really energy, and energy is everywhere. Energy is in the trees. Energy is in the buildings. Energy is in the water. Energy is in our cars. Let's think about energy is in everything. That's all I'm going to say. It's in everything. So how you think affects your energy. It's called consciousness. And what I love is that Dr. Oz was on The Breakfast Club a few days ago. And I was like, come on, Dr. Oz. Come on, honey. You didn't get a TV show for just being a doctor. Come on, Dr. Oz. Come on, Miss Thing. Now, I say Miss Thing because we all have a female side of us, honey. Let's talk about it. The female side is magic. If you're a magician, you honor the female side. Let's talk about that. Patriarchal side is more religious based, dogmatic, fear. That's what patriarchal energy does. The patriarchal or masculine side of the brain, it instills fear in you. It wants you to be afraid so you can reach out and touch somebody, right? But the matriarchal is it's art, it's music, it's intuition, it's a whole bunch of good stuff. But either way, Dr. Oz was talking about consciousness, and he said that what you feed your brain, and well, he didn't say this, but I'm just going to put it in. If he was talking to me, how I would have took it. What you feed your brain and what you watch and what you listen to and who you interact with develops your consciousness, and your consciousness can never go past what you surround yourself with. So if you hang around with bums and slums and dumbs, you won't be better than that. Okay, let's talk about it. So going into magic, when you have doubt, okay, when you have fear, when you're worried, I don't think it's going to work. And you're doing work. I always tell you this, and there's people that I've done work for and I've blocked. I don't do work with them no more. I block them, and they know who they are. I don't do work. They hit me up for work, and I said, no, thank you. One thing I do not do double-minded people. I do not work with double-minded people because that energy will backfire quicker than you will know it. And when that energy backfire, it will mess up everything. Trust me. I know people that wanted to do work on love spells, honey, and they end up getting health problems. I know people that wanted to work on getting a job, they end up losing their husband, and they had a miscarriage and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that energy is energy, and like I said, energy is everywhere, and you don't know how that energy is going to manifest. So that whole karma is real, and people are like, well, I've never done anything wrong to somebody. Well, if you cut someone out, that energy can manifest into someone slapping you. You don't know how the energy is going to manifest. So going into the Hertz, HZ, of energy, hello, going into that, your thoughts have energy to it. The way your heart beats, there's an energy to that. There's a rhythm to that, should I say, a frequency to that. Your thought patterns as well. When you're deep in thought, and I want to give this as an example, when you are daydreaming or you are disassociative or disassociated with your current environment, because we all go through daydreams. We all not spaz out, but we daze out. Okay, when that happens, you are deep in thought, and in that moment of even 30 seconds of being deep in thought, because sometimes you're deep in thought for 30 seconds, sometimes you're deep in thought for a minute. That little bit of second that you were in that thought put so much energy out into your environment that people will know even when you're on the phone with them. I kid you not. Are you there? Are you paying attention? And it's like, yes, I'm paying attention, but they can sense that because it really alters your current frequency. It really alters the space and time that you're in right now. So I say this, don't try to be double-minded with your stuff, okay? I'm going to try to slow down because I can't take this phone with me inside of this shop, honey. But try to get rid of your double-mindedness. Don't let worry, fear and stress get the best of you. Stress is really your enemy. Fear is really your enemy. Doubt is really your enemy. And yes, a red light. It does so much for you, against you. So, you don't want to ever do work to manifest and to second guess it. you know, I received many emails over the past 24 hours from one of my sisters out there, and she's going through a lot of stuff. And you know, that typically happens when people go through a lot of stuff. You can't really think straight. This sister of mine, she probably don't know it, but she probably does know it because she acknowledged that she's androgynous. She has a very masculine train of thought, which is not bad at all. You know, I'm not saying that to cut in. You know, men have a one-track mind. Multitasking is a feminine thing. The ability to think and do things and to extend yourself outside a certain space of time is actually, that's a feminine thing. That's a feminine energy thing. Men have a one-track mind. That's why when they're, you know, in that mood, I won't go into the mood, but when they're in that mood, honey, they gotta release that energy before they can think about other stuff. Can we talk about it? We're gonna talk about it. Okay, when they in that mood, girl, they gotta release that energy, or else they're like, I can't think straight, I can't eat, I can't sleep. Honey, I'm not even hungry. That's how men are. Okay, so outside of that, she's having a lot of conflict with herself, and it's coming forward. But she's going to mess up herself. She's going to mess up herself. And that's what made me want to do this video today, because second guess yourself will mess up your stuff. If you're not sure of doing something, don't do it. And I say this in all honesty. I'm saying this in just me being honest, giving you my honest opinion, and also telling you from experience. If you're not sure about something, never light a candle to it. That's all I'm going to say. Because when it comes into energy, you are just the beam of light. You know, when you do rituals and stuff, you're putting a beam of light out into the universe, and you don't know how that is going to loop back around. You can help guide it. And of course, as I said, when it goes into certain stuff like rituals, it takes a lot of energy, because you're literally not guiding it throughout the whole step of the way, because that's micromanaging, and spirits don't work that way. The Most High don't work that way. I don't care what you work with, who you work with, unless you make up your own servitor. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother situation. But spirits, you know, deities, they do not work with micromanagement. Hey, can you give me a sign that it's coming through today, sis? Okay, I'm sorry. Good morning. Good morning, Lakshmi. Can you give me a sign today that I'm going to manifest my new job? She gonna say, no the hell you can't. No the hell I can't. No the hell I can't, because that's also doubt. If you trust that it was going to happen, you trust it was going to come through, you wouldn't be questioning that. So going into you doing your own workings, if you want to manifest a new job, a new car, a new house, and it amazes me too, because somebody's going to call me today on a testimony, and it's amazing because their stuff has been manifesting, but there's some stuff that is dragging along. And I want to, you know, give them some encouraging words live in the testimony, because you got proof that magic is working. You've manifested some great things. You manifested multiple things. You were looking for one way out, and Spirit gave you several. Can we talk about it? You were looking for one way out of your current situation, and Spirit gave you several. And to still doubt that, or to say, you know what, I think, you know, that's the enemy. And you don't want to let that energy, that's the opposing energy. You don't want to let that energy get in and get the best of you. I'm telling you, a lot of people get lost. A lot of people get swept under the waters, and you take that whatever it is you want to take it. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. Girl, we're going to start speaking in subliminal teas, because people out there, they want to, oh God, let me know. Okay, girl, so we'll be speaking in some subliminal teas, because you won't catch the tea. Only certain people will catch that tea. So either way, a lot of you have been swept under the waters. A lot of you don't want to come afloat of the water. You want to stay beneath. So it is what it is. But going into that, don't let those waves swoop you up and or swallow you whole, because you command that water. Going into the Bible where it says that Jesus parted the waters. Didn't he? Was it Moses or Jesus parted that damn water? Can we talk about it? You have control over that water. That water is a metaphor for your emotions. It's a metaphor for your energy. Going into fee in female, that is water. That is movement. That is current. Okay, energy is currents. Currents deals with water. Okay, and everything in this world deals with water. Everything, the flow of money, assets, stability, all that good stuff. But I won't go into that. We'll say that for a whole nother story too. We'll say that for a video on words and linguistic magic and stuff, because a lot of people talk about it, but they don't really talk about it. Hello, they talk about what they want you to know, then they want you to hit them up and pay them $1,000 so they could teach you the real stuff. And it's like $1,000 says. If they went into an organization I've been into, because I've been into several organizations, okay, in America, then they would know that stuff. And a lot of those organizations, you don't got to pay to, you have to pay monthly dues, I guess you can call that. Well, you are paying for it, but you're not paying $1,000 like that. You're paying a certain amount of money each month. But either way, I'm getting off topic. I don't want to stay here too long because we're doing that video. Keep your energy grounded, stable. Focus only on your desires. Don't focus on the things you don't want to happen. The universe is listening, and when it does not understand I don't or I do. The universe doesn't understand that. I don't or I do. Those words are obsolete when it comes to things. It is you either will or you won't. So when it's I don't want someone who's going to do this to me, guess what universe is going to bring you? The thing you just said, universe is going to bring that to you. You need to focus on the things that you do want. I got to get up in there, girl. See the allergies, girl? Hold on. Girl, no ma'am. Ma'am, no ma'am, we're not doing this. Girl. We ain't doing this, girl. Anyway, let me get up in here. Come on, honey. Come on, Tasha. You know those digits, Tasha. Tasha, I'll re-email you those digits. Water is all that flows. Come on, honey. Love, money, music, abundance. It is. Yes. Everything. The flow. They say, can you flow for me? Yes. Come on, I'm about to flow for y'all. Boom, 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 boom. And that even, oh God, that's so amazing. Even think about that too when you listen to, oh God, I don't want to get off topic. Listen. Meditation is so important. Surrounding yourself with things that are beneficial to you is so important. If you do not have people in your real life that's going to support you, disconnect. And that's when you go within. Trust me. Everything is within. I told you I had a period of my life where, and they call it a spiritual death, where I disconnected from everything and everyone. I was isolated. And I was able to do that too because I had so much money saved up. This is 2010. I told y'all about this. I never went into detail about it. But 2010, I had a lot of money saved up. And, it's just, I didn't have to see people. And I went about a good 7 days without seeing people. Maybe it was a little longer than that, maybe 9 days, but I didn't answer no phone calls. I didn't make no phone calls. People thought something had happened to me. I kid you not. When I turned on that phone, I had so many emails and so many voicemails and stuff. And the greatest thing about it is no one knew where I lived at. And I won't say that's the greatest thing, but no one knew where I lived at that moment. After that, I told them this is where I lived at, but no one knew that I moved. No one knew any of, they didn't know my whereabouts. But it felt really good to do that. And I had a lot of spiritual situations that happened to me. And that's why I said before, you should be around people that uplift you and only uplift you. People that make you feel some type of way, honey, cut them off. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle. I don't care. You got to go. I don't care, honey. I had a cousin, and I'm going to be done. I have a cousin who, I'm sorry, this clock, I need to set this clock back. It's saying it's about to be 4 o'clock in 10 minutes, and I know it's not that. Ooh, there's a redhead man, honey. His shirt says, knock me down. Hold on. Woo! Girl. So listen. Don't let it start today. Don't let it start right now. I didn't take my allergy pills yet. It's right here, girl. I gotta go give me something to eat, girl. So I have a cousin who we grew up. We were very, very close. And she knew that side of me. As I got older, I'm still the same person because she's always known me to be the person that I am, a real person. You know, the person you see, she always knew that about me. She was actually the first one to encourage it, because I remember I had another cousin who was like trying to do some weird shit. I mean, he was bashing me and stuff, and she was about to beat his ass. But anyway, as I became older and I became who I am, I started to express myself even more. So that's really who I was. At that point, I couldn't express myself because I didn't want people to judge me. I don't want people to say, what the hell, this, you know, faggot know anything. You know, like, you know, you just don't, that's how I felt. Like, like, I didn't want people to say that. I didn't want to feel any type of, like, what the hell does fucking gay man know? And, you know, that's what they all viewed me as, honey. But either way, going into this, as we got older, I became who I am, and I stayed the same person. I just became more open, and she wanted me to be the old person. Like, she didn't want me to express myself as much. She didn't want me to say the things that I needed to say. We actually got into a big fallout. This was about 3 years ago, 2014 going on 2015. So, you know, we're still related, obviously, but we don't talk like we used to talk. We don't sit on the phone. We don't text. You know, we don't hang out. She don't say, you know, stop by my house, or, you know, we don't hang out. And I even commented, I think 2 years ago, to see, you know, to see one of her babies, because every year she's been having a baby girl. But she's like, oh, I'll make time for that, and she never did. So I said, it is what it is, sis. You know, you want me to be somebody that you want me to be, and that's not who I am, and I will never do that. So either way, you know, that was a best cousin of mine. That was one of my best cousins, favorite cousins. We did a lot of stuff together. When she was pregnant at 16 years old, I was the only one that knew that she was pregnant for her first 5 months. I was the only one that knew, and that was crazy. But either way, you know, like I said, you have to do what you have to do. When you were born by yourself, you will die by yourself. When you die, it does not matter. You know, I don't know. Live for yourself, not people. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. That's a simple form. Let me get up in here, y'all. Hello, Eclectic. Long time no see, girl. How are you? Let me get up in here, y'all. Let me get my teas up. I'm gonna be doing the video in about a good hour. Okay, I'm craving some shrimp chips. I gotta go get me some shrimp chips. I'm craving some damn shrimp chips. I wish they sold some shrimp chips up in here, but they don't. I wish there was an Asian market somewhere here, but they're not. I gotta go way across the other side of town. So either way, be ready within an hour. It'll be within an hour. Like, I'm about to be driving like a bat out of hell. I'm about to be driving like the people in my city drive. You hear me? So either way, we will be back. We'll do the little live call in, and of course I'll be doing a video on a topic that I wanted to discuss, and it will benefit all of you, especially when it comes to relationships. A lot of people for the past year that I've dealt with have dealt with relationships. Even though we were doing work on money, like their job, that's relationships, right? Even though we were doing work on, girl, my car started going forward. Girl, I would have went into this damn brick wall, girl. I had my car in drive, but I took my foot off the brake, and the car was still in one spot. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, is this car backing out? No, bitch, my car going forward. So anyway, what's I gonna say? So that's relationships. Jobs is relationships. Let's see what else. Your parents, how you deal with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, that's relationships. How you deal with your partner, that's relationships. How you deal with your coworkers, that's relationship. Your landlord, it's relationships. Everything that we do, it depends on relationships. And that's why I say it's so important, if you are not raised in a household with your parents, to teach you about relationships, because your parents are the first relationships that you will ever have. And it's okay if you were adopted. I'm not judging you, but the relationship between your grandmother and you is very different from the persons who gave birth to you and the persons who inseminated your mother. Can we talk about it? Hello. So at the end of the day, people that were raised by either one of those parents or both of those parents, their view on life and their relationships with people are going to be very different from those who did not have that upbringing. And like I said, I don't care what you say, I don't care what nobody say. There's nothing like your mama. There's nothing like like your father. It could be a step, it could be an auntie, an uncle. There's nothing like that real relationship with the person who actually created you inside of their womb and their scrotum. So it is what it is. So going into that, like I said, if you have not had that type of thing, then you need to do a lot of healing work. There's a lot of healing work you need to work on. Your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. Those are your lower chakras, and it deals with your lower self. And like I said before, if you did not see a healthy relationship growing up, you're going to have horrible relationships with people outside of yourself. Friendships, co-workers, and all the good stuff. And some people say, well, I didn't have an upbringing with my mom and my dad and but I have friends. And it's like, really? Test your friends out. Test your friendships out. And I don't do this no more, but I used to. I used to test my friends out. I used to make it seem like, oh my God. I mean, it'll be random tests. And I'll see how they respond. If they say like, well, I hope you figure that out, girl. God bless you. If they said something like that, oh, you're not my friend, girl. Delete. If they said something along the lines of, girl, what's going on with you? Well, girl, my rent is short. And I got an eviction notice. And they're like, well, you think that's bad, girl. They're about to repo my car. Okay, you gotta go. That's never been my example. But you gotta go. Okay? You gotta go, sis. Or you telling them your sad story, like, girl, you won't believe what just happened. What, girl? I caught Juan cheating, girl. Girl, he was cheating with Didi, girl. Remember Didi, girl? Remember that big old lopsided face girl who looked like a pit bull, had a body like a water ox? He was cheating her. I walked in on. And then the friend's like, well, girl, you think that's something. Girl, I went to work today and I found out that they let go of the old. And it's like, are you kidding me, girl? My man of 2 years was cheating on me, and you gonna try to, instead of saying, oh girl, I'm sorry to hear that, what can I do to help? You gonna respond and say that your coworker got caught cheating. I'm telling y'all, I don't have friends because I choose not to have friends. I don't care what nobody say. And it's not that I'm paranoid, I'm afraid of people. I'm just not about bullshit. Life is too short. You got your own shit you gotta worry about. I'm not about to sit here and worry about if Louie, Dewey, Tooey, Mooey, if she's real or she fake. I'm not gonna worry about that, girl. Girls are your friends. When you meet a man, they want to have sex with your man. That's another thing too. That's why I like having lesbian friends, because lesbian friends, you're not gonna take my man. You don't like men, okay? Hello. Oh, let's talk about it. All my girlfriends, heterosexual female, transgender females, and transgender females and bisexual women. Let's talk about that. The bisexual women too. Every time I had a man and they met my man, they tried to hit on that man. And one of the girls was successful, and I said it wasn't for me. You know, shout out to Mr. Should I say his name? Should I say his name or what? Shout out to Misael. Misael in Sacramento. Hey, Misael, how you doing, honey? Yes, I had a transgender friend. That wasn't her name. That was his name. And I had a transgender friend that was hitting on my man, and he just kept saying, your friend wants me, ha, ha, ha. And I said, oh, okay, like, okay. And honey, to make a long story short, she lived in Colusa, California. And one night he's supposed to be meeting up with me, and he said something came up. And I said, something came up, really? And he said, yeah, something came up. And I said, okay, baby. So something came up, and he said he had a business meeting because he was a very successful businessman. He's from out of this country, by the way. So, you know, I like people like that. You come from another country, you come to America, you do your thing. Hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you, baby. So anyway, listen. This bee seduced this man so heavily that they ended up messing around. And I did not know this until 2 weeks later. He played it off. She played it off. I was in school. Okay, I was in class. I think I was in my accounting class. And they kept blowing on my phone. And I said she was calling, but he was on the three-way. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm at school. She said, are you sure you're not sucking no D? And I said, excuse me, girl, I'm at school getting my education, girl. What the hell you doing? Collecting Social Security? And she's like, well, I said, girl, okay, exactly, because she was on SSI. Anyway, she was on SSI, girl. Not cutting in, but she was She was on Esther's side. Anyway, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at how crazy this is all gonna come out to be. So she's on the phone, and then I'm like, girl, why are you sounding funny? Because she was sounding funny. And she's like, no reason. And all of a sudden I heard a voice, and I said, wait a minute. Who's there with you? And she's like, nobody. And I said, I just heard someone talk. And she's like, oh, it's my TV. I heard it again. All of a sudden, she's like, you might as well come on out. She heard you already. So he comes on the damn line, and he's like, yo. So, like I said, girl, she had him, and I said, y'all both could be in happy, y'all could be happy together. And I blocked both of their numbers, honey. Of course, he tried to add me on MySpace. I had 3 MySpace pages at the time. He tried to add me on MySpace. He tried to add me on brownpride.com, mejente.com. I said, honey, if you keep harassing me, I'm calling the police. I'm opening up a restraining order on your ass. And he said, what you gonna tell them? A man was in love with you and you did him wrong? I said, no, I'm gonna tell them that a man is in love with me and I'm not in love with him. Hello! Anyway, let me go, y'all. Hello, Gabby. What? Okay, they ain't real lesbians, Gabby. They ain't real lesbians then, girl. Because they ain't no real lesbian into no D. Like, listen, we talked about this. I have a lot of, my best friend is a lesbian. You know, her and her partner, they've been together for 14 years, married. 15 years. 15 years married. Oh, shoot, wait a minute. 16 years. Is it 16 years out, 2001? Oh my God, it's 17 years. It's going to be 17 years this year that they've been married. Wow. 17 years. That's crazy. Wow. That is a long time, y'all. In LGBT community, 17 years is a lifetime. Honey, 5 years is a long time. Because we all know the LGBT, honey, you know. Anyway, but real lesbians don't want your man. So my friend and I, we were talking about how there's lesbians out here that will have a baby with a man and all of a sudden they go out with a woman. And I'm like, surrogacy is totally different. But it's like, I don't understand that. Like, are you a lesbian or are you not a lesbian? It's like you're a part-time lesbian. I don't know. I can't get into that. You know, I won't get into that because you got part-time transgenders too. And it's just like, oh, girl, this whole world is just, it's so much confusion going on. Back in the Egyptian days, back in the Alexander the Great days, there was no confusion. In Rome, there was no confusion. Ancient Africa, there was no confusion. You know, now it's just, everybody's just, well, I don't feel like I'm a woman, but sometimes I want to put on woman clothes. Sometimes I don't want to be a woman, but sometimes I want to call myself Mrs. I'm gender non-conforming. You tell that to Begawis. You tell that to Joan of Arc. You tell that to Loom Shanoon, honey. Okay? You take that to you tell that to Miss Angola, honey, of 1863, that she was non-gender conforming. Girl, bye. Anyway, let me go. I'm starting to talk too much, girl. Good night, Larry. Love you, Larry, honey. Okay, come on, he collected. That is a strong marriage, honey. Good night, Larry. Yes, honey. Blessings. Yes, that is a long time he collected, huh? Yes. That's Lachey. Lachey's been together with her wife for 17 years. Yeah. This year, it'll be 17 years this year. A very, very long time. Very, very long time, honey. I'm telling you. It's hard to find relationships. I don't want just companionship. A lot of people are settling for companionship, and that's what's wrong now. That's why you can't find, you think that your man loved you. Okay, we got 10%. When this phone dies, it's gonna die, y'all. When it dies, it dies. Because I'm gonna get in here. So I can get back and do that video. But yeah, a lot of people are marrying for companionship and stuff. And I can't do that. I can't. I couldn't do that, honey. Marrying for companionship because you lonely. Even relationships. There's people that get in relationships because they're lonely. And it's like, how do you know if that's happening? Well, I can tell you how you know that's happening. Do y'all hear that? I thought I heard like a saxophone or something. Or what do you call that? Chimes. Anyway, how you know the person loved you or got with you for companionship is when they're horny, they want some. When they need somebody to talk to, they call you. But guess what? When you need them, they ain't nowhere to be found. When you tell them no, they want to fight you. They want to fight you. They're going to say, you here again? Yes, I'm here again, girl. I'm back. I know. I need some sinus stuff.
This is coming, huh?
I know. It's starting to irritate. It's so dry, so you wake up, you're just like, and the humidifier works while it's on.
Right.
When it's off, then you're just like.
Yeah. You know what I do? And I take, well, I used to use like triple antibiotic, but now I've been using the hemp oil, the balm, and I take it, I tip, and I rub it up on the inside of my nose.
Really?
It helps to keep my sinuses. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get the little spray here too. The little.
It helps to keep it moist up there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a sample of some hemp oil.
Oh wow. Thank you.
So try that.
Is
though,
this free?
especially yeah.
Okay.
Especially though, like at night before I go to sleep, I will get up there. And
Yes.
because that's when I get the driest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it maybe is it when you lay back, huh?
Drains,
Is
huh?
it? Yeah.
I think. Could be.
But
I've
I
been doing that, and it
see.
helps.
I'm gonna try it, and then you
It
guys,
does.
let me have that X Clear stuff,
Oh yeah.
because that stuff works too.
Right. And you need just the packets, right?
No, you know the little squirt thing. You guys just have the neti pot. You don't have the actual sinus spray stuff.
Oh no, not
What's on that side?
the X-spray is.
The X spray.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Like I know what I'm talking about.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh.
Excuse me. Hello, Rose. How are you doing?
Oh, not the X-spray.
No.
Have that one.
I know. I wonder where did I know I got it from here because you guys are the only
You
place.
know what? I think you did get it here.
I know.
I swear I
Stopped carrying those because they all expired.
Oh.
Oh, they work so good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
They work so good. Do you know if you guys get some more?
No.
No more? They discontinued them?
Well, we're not getting because they expired.
Oh.
And we have to buy so many, and then they.
Oh.
Now, if we could buy singles.
You know it does, but I run out so easy. You
Yeah.
gotta really be like.
I know, right? It's true though.
I guess I'll get it. I need the plus one. Which is the plus?
One.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Manuka honey one yet?
No, where's that at?
Right here. This one's new. I haven't tried that one either.
What do you think it does?
It's supposed to clear it up. So you know the Manuka honey is very healing.
I know it. When I cut my foot,
Yeah.
it healed that up quickly.
Exactly. So maybe you might want to try that instead of the grapefruit, because maybe you're like getting immune to this one. You know,
That's probably what it is. Yeah, I mean, and I love it because you feel that burn.
Yeah, because you know it's working.
You know it's working.
I did some last night, as a matter of fact.
Right. So is that gonna burn?
This one probably. I don't know. Let's see what's in it.
Because I might get them both. Email me, Tasha. Email me right now, you guys. I'm gonna go because I'll be back and do a video in an hour. Email me. Bye, y'all. Love and light. 28spirit8mystic@blogspot.com.